Come on, let's start. Come on. Streaming. Yeah, there we go. Ah, not bad. Not bad. Nice and live. So now we play the game of, do we wait for people to come, or do I forcibly draw people into the stream? Oh no. Honestly, I kind of just want to click a button. I'm gonna go double edge. The true question though is, how much speed do I need on you? So we're base 30. What all can I get away with trying to outspeed? I could definitely creep for like Girder, so that's gonna be something we have to do. Which also lets me get the ride-on jump, so that's cool. Sableye doesn't really matter, it's just gonna wisp me before I can do anything to it. I think we just creep for 40s. I think that works. I mean, I feel like I should still put in HP instead of special defense, just because I don't want to take more damage from U-turns off of like Rabombi, Whimsicott. I think that works. That's divisible by 16, or 8, right? Yeah, that is. Okay. I think. Yeah, it is. So we'll do this. This will be our powerful EV spread. All of these numbers do something. I swear. I swear by it. We gotta do this. Here we go. I'm a very, very professional streamer. Wow. Here we go. There we go. Shameless plug. Absolutely shameless. So we got nice CB lax. What all do I want to do with this? I could just pair it with some random physical sweeper. That probably is the easiest thing to do. Question is which one? I could do like CB lax with Swords Dance Sneasel. That's a horrible fighting weakness, but I really don't care. This at least checks the fairy types kinda, right? Yeah. Girder's another option. Same deal with the fairy types being an issue. And the thing is, so what does Lax draw in? It's gonna draw in ghost types like Kofa. It's going to draw on steel types like a Scavalier. It's going to draw on generic with physically bulky Pokemon as well. I mean, honestly, Sneasel with Swords Dance seems like about as reasonable a pick as any. I wanted to try something. And I'm 1000% going to continue promoting Icicle Crash over Triple Axle. That move never hits. I will not believe you if you say this move has ever hit 3 times for you. It just doesn't do that. So now we need something with the fighting types though, primarily Gallade obviously. I don't really care about Sock that much as a Pokemon. I mean, we could run the horse. Horse is a viable option here for sure, yeah. Horse also checks the 2 new drops, so sure. Although, is there something better I could use? I could do Kofa. I'm actually gonna do Kofa. Because Kofa also handles the stuff we just got. I could do Iron Defense Kofa, I could also just go like Wisp. Wisp Kofa at least bothers a Scavalier, assuming non like rest. Yeah, could also go like Jellicent if I wanted something fast. That also got like taunt. Doesn't really check the fighters as well though. Mostly just means that they don't get to click close combat. When, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but eh. Let's go with this Kofa set. I feel like it today. Nice bulky win condition as well. Gotta love it. Lax is also cool because it gives me the fire resist with thick fat. Alright. Still want a fair resist though. I don't think I can just find a Scavalier on this. I probably can because the Scavalier is a really good Pokemon. And it also gives us that Draco switch in, which is cool. Could do Sand Slash if I wanted, I guess. I mean, that works just about as well as any other Pokemon to check the fairies more adequately than like a CB Lax will. Now another thing that I could do, right, is I could just go with the Jellicent route here. And I could make the next slot in a Scavalier if I was like just a little bit too worried about the team being really slow. And then what I could do is go with a Fairy type, which I actually kind of like, and I also want to use like all of the drops, all 2 of them. Scavalier works here too because it got 2 checks to the fire types, so its weaknesses are covered pretty decently. I feel like I do need to flex the Colbur Berry instead of the other item here. Toxic, Recover Taunt. This should be. I decided it needed to gamer move and cancel my stream for a little bit. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very cool. Use it, they're gonna be banned anyways, so I mean, look, I don't speak for all council members, but I don't think either is bannable or ban worthy. So I'm gonna turn down the music, at least in my ear. Holy shit. I'm also gonna turn it down here if I can. I don't think I turned it down at all. Whatever. I'm a little bit less like sure on Snorlax, but I don't think a Scavalier is worth touching for bans. I guess we could do Overcoat. May as well let this Pokemon check stuff better when it's got to deal with the, not sand, the hail. What kind of set do I want to run here? Swords Dance sounds like the most fun. CB probably is also really fun. I was like, I don't want to try Choice Bet on each of these. In terms of last slot, I view there being a few good options. We could do Protect, we could do CC, we could do Rest even, but I don't think Rest would be as good for like balance, which is kind of the way I'm looking to go with this team. Why does this learn Energy Ball? What's the point? Shell Armor even wouldn't be that bad if you're really paranoid of getting crit, but I feel like Aurora Veil teams, and as a result Vanillix, are common enough to where Overcoat's probably better. Protect would also let me scout versus some stuff like, say, opposing Snorlax. Let me scout for if this is a Will-O-Wisp, or if it's just got, like, Scald to try to burn. CC lets me hit a few other things harder. Like, I feel like Iron Defense Duraludon beats a Scavalier if you're not CC. So maybe one post-combat last. I just feel like Protect's really cool because it gives you a little bit of extra recovery. And maybe that's worth something. Razor Shell, I forgot that was even a move. It's not the easiest decision to make. Shit. You know what? Let's not be scared. This amount of speed probably is right. I don't think running for Clef is really necessary. Sure. Is there a defensive mon that actually beats CB Eska? I don't know. I feel like you just predict versus it. I feel like there are a lot of slow wall breakers that don't really have a counter. Eh. At the end of the day, none of its moves are particularly spammable. Stabs are resisted by Jellicent. Like, Jellicent switches into every move not named a knockoff, and even if you're Colbert, you still take knock. Garbodor, I think, probably switches into a couple of its moves. I think he resist, but surely Poison resists Bug, right? I'm gonna say it does. I don't actually remember though, because I'm a horrible Pokemon battler. Don't want to get Iron-Headed, but you at least outspeed it and force it out, because it doesn't want to get burned or take a like Fire Blast or Flamethrower. Mudsdale probably. I don't know if I'm not sure I'm willing to say Mudsdale for sure takes 2 CB Mega Horns. Also, we're definitely using Rabombi on this team. Do I need to be Specs? I don't think I do. I think I could also just be like Heavy Duty Boots. I'm also refusing to use Roost on this. I've seen it a little bit, but nah, I'm good. I am good, friends. I am very fine. Actually, I don't think I'd want to be Rabombi here. I don't think I want double dead to fire. I mean, even if I used Whimsicott, it'd still be... I'm using Whimsicott. Most of this is because this at least resists Scald. Moonblast, Energy Ball. I'm gonna go U-turn and Switcheroo. I think normally you'd want to drop U-turn and keep Psychic, but I feel like the team has ways of dealing with the common poison types between these two. Like this obviously will always deal with Garbodor. This deals with both of them pretty well. Doesn't want to get toxic by Garb, but eh. I also just really think U-turn is helpful. So we're gonna try this. Now last Pokemon theoretically should be something that has Stealth Rock. But I could also just say I don't need Stealth Rock. I've got, you know, 2 breakers, 2 Pokemon that aren't necessarily that passive. I mean, this at least gets to always click knockoff. You know. So I could just go something with Defog on my last slot and call it a team. Damn, right now we really are running Ground Resist Whimsicott, huh? That's crazy. Is there really anything else that I can do for Defog? Maybe like Rotom, but I wanted a Fogger here. Oh, I don't want to go into the realm of like PUs to try to find a Fogger, man. That's just not fun. Alright, well, what does PU have for me? Why are all the Defoggers that would be maybe considered on a team Ghost type as well? I don't want to get knockoff spammed versus. I really don't. I'm gonna slap a Choice Scarf Unpheasant on this team. Oof. That does not sound very good. Don't think I want Choice Scarf Unpheasant on here. In fact, that sounds like really bad. I could go normal Rotom. Or not normal Rotom, I'm Rotom Fan. Main issue is I still lose at all the ground types, doesn't it? I guess not Mudsdale. Assuming non-Rock Slide. I could make Whimsicott Defog, but then I feel like, yeah, let's try it. Let's try Defog on Whimsicott. We could do like that boot set. I've seen it a little bit. So what, we want like Moonblast, Giga Drain, U-turn, Defog probably, something like this. I don't know how good of a set this will end up being, and I feel like knockoff over Moonblast is probably still preferred. Those are useful PMs, thank you, Kuzel. Would recommend you probably do end up going for your NUL prepping though. That sounds a little bit more ideal. Yo, I could actually still fit a rocker on this team if I wanted one. I could put a Mudsdale last. I could put a nice leftovers Mudsdale here. This team is still pretty slow, admittedly. However, can I really justify a team that doesn't have a rocker? Come on now. Do I do Rock Slide on this, or do I go like... I could do Smackdown. I'm also gonna do like heavy defensive instead of bothering with like special defense benchmarks. CB Laxinator. Man, I'm really about to try to climb on my ult, or on my main, huh? I'm sure this will go very well. I'm so sure I'll find games at this elo. It really sucks. I was laddering a little bit on was it last night? No, it would have been like 2 nights ago. And I think I win streaked pretty hard. I was at like what, 5 or so wins, and then I lost 1 game, and I lost like 30 points. And I've never been more like just disappointed in my life. Fortunately, I don't know what this guy's team is doing. Why are we running into Hail with a Runerigus? Like, this is just straight up a Hail team. The bear tick covering up Runerigus' left arm is kind of funny. I mean, fortunately, my opponent's ground resist is a Runerigus, so I feel like I can just go with this. Staying in is never the play, right? He actually just set rocks immediately. Yo, that's crazy. I get to Scald for free here, though. He doesn't have a immunity. Yeah, and if he goes into like this, I don't really care that much. He stays in. I do a lot. I burn. He goes for Curse and just faints. Okay, well, I guess. Sure. Now we could go into a Escavalier here, though. Bing bong. Bing bong, the deed is done. Ooh, that's some good chip. That is uninvested knockoff doing a million. Not bad. They go for Flame Charge. Predictably does like 12. I'm gonna Earthquake the Vanillix. I'm going to Escavalier every time. And here I'm a CC just because you're not going Aromatisse here. And if you keep this thing in, well... Yo, why did this take that so well? Why? Watch this, though. No. He went to the bear tick. No. Wait a minute, friend. Please. Please, reconsider. Reconsider the bear. You're gonna superpower here, aren't you? Yo, this thing is actually, like, petrifying me right now. Especially because I am Prankster on Whimsicott, which I probably just shouldn't be. Can we stop, like, DMing me, please? How dare you? Yeah, we'll go Infiltrator. You go for Player Rough and do 12 million. Jesus Christ. I had a whole ass Escavalier here. Well, that KOs, damn. I'm going to Escav here. Do I just CC? Guess we do. Do like nothing to this. I mean, I may as well actually get use out of this stupid Snorlax. And yet again, I will press Earthquake. And they do just fodder that. You're going to Bear Tick here. You're CCing, right? Yeah, okay. We're going to try to defog here. He might switch. I don't need this around, though. Cool, we do actually get off the defog. It's just helpful because I don't want my Lax to have to keep taking stupid amounts of chip. I guess for the Ice Punch, predictably that doesn't do damage. We can just start Iron Heading. Honestly, still not sure that I win this game. So I'm gonna go into Mudsdale there, because I do know that I'll take the hit. That... how bad is that he flinched me? I don't know. I think it's pretty bad, because if he went Sand Slash, I would have been able to, like, force him into going for... what's it called? I moved to KO me, so he wouldn't have been able to get a chance to set up. See, I'm gonna oh, no, so that's the crit that really matters a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go Lax here. We're gonna force him to superpowered KO main, and we're gonna go Sneasel, I think. Yeah, I think we've lost just because the opponent got that crit there. I don't know if it mattered. I sure KO's you. I mean, I have to sack Whimsy here. Yeah, I can't win. If I were low kick, I would have won probably. Well, that's a horrible game. Fuck. I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to do about that guy getting super timely flinches and crits. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more that flinch versus Mudsdale mattered, because forcing him into Slasher early, then I would have been able to get into S-Scav after it KO'd Mudsdale. Then I would have been able to KO that. Alright, well, that was just some shitty luck, whatever. So I see a Snorlax and a Duraludon and a Heatmore. This little guy got snuck in there, thinking I wouldn't see him. He's there. I see you. No, why do people keep bringing normal resists versus me, though? I want to click CB Double Edge. I'm not trying to have to predict. I'm just trying to click. Ah, yes. We've gotten the optimal click lead, too. Yeah, some decent chip. No cap, that is some decent ass chip. We do indeed label that as decent ass chip. Also see no item. So are you a pinch berry, Mudsdale, or even just like citrus? Maybe. They do go into the Duraludon. I thought they might make some really aggro play like that, predicting me to just go for Tox. So, this works for me. You know, I definitely turn highlights off just because people, like, say my name in chat a lot. I don't need to see 20 highlights a day. I'll probably notice the message anyway. And if I don't, well then... oh well, shit happens. Really all I can say to that. What is this? Alright, well I see this and I'm gonna just run very far away. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see no Pincurchin Trick Room. I've already tried that before and I'm a little bit scarred still from it. Oh, I see. I'm already getting paralyzed by a Escavalier. Interesting. Also, just again, pointing out that this Mon gets pressured really hard by the entire tier. Like, 35% ain't a whole lot, but it's still enough to where now my Escavalier is a worthless Pokemon. Part of that is the crit. Or not the crit, the para. Oh, for some reason he's staying in. Why? Nah, I think now you Draco. As I am in range. And actually, no, it wouldn't be Draco you'd go for. You'd go for Flash Cannon, but because I'm better, I know you're not going for it. So I'm going into my Whimsicott here. We're gonna Smackdown. Because you shouldn't give me this. I don't think you let your own Mudsdale get more chipped, especially with your Duraludon no longer being able to take a double edge. Okay, I thought it was a lot lower. Shit. I still don't think you would risk this. I think you go Rotom Fan, and I get to Earthquake for free. Actually, wait, no. Do I forget? No, I do. I do. Smackdown knocks it down regardless of typing. I had to remember, it's like, does that just negate Levitate? But nah. You don't get to have 2 immunities, sorry friend. Opponent is taking a very long time to think up this play. They do actually go into the Mudsdale immediately. I am somewhat surprised. Fortunately for me, I have a dedicated sack. Let me see. So they did take hazards. I'm still not sure what that means that this thing's set is. You know? I don't know if that means you're a berry. It must mean you're a berry, because you also, I don't think... Did I ever U-turn versus this? No, I U-turned versus the Garb. I never hit this with a contact move, so maybe he's Helmet? I don't know. We'll see after this move here. That's all I know. Yeah, so for the 2 people max that are like listening right now and don't know my perspectives on the 2 Pokemon, I think a Escavalier is by far not at all ban-worthy. I at least understand why people would be quick to call it out as broken, but I think it's fairly reasonably pressured by the Pokemon that it does want to check, at least some of them. Be it just because they have coverage that hits it neutrally, be it because they have like moves like Knock or like Trick, something like that, to cripple it, or just because some of its checks have U-turn. Now, I have heard of the fabled Scarf Heatmor before. I'm not getting Scarf Heatmor. No. No. It's not happening. You're not Scarf Heatmoring me. That's not how this world works. I am sorry if you thought you were going to Scarf Heatmor me. I see he was Helmet. So we had to get rid of the horse there. See, this is where my veteran presence comes in. Knowing that the Heatmor will hold a Choice Scarf. Seeing the lines before they happened. Here's like the Garbodor here. I mean, I feel like you're just Toxicking, right? I'm still gonna go Jelly. I don't really have a reason not to. Oh, they Sludge Bombed. And they got the poison immediately. That's shit for me. That is absolute shit for me. God damn, this dude does not ever get unlucky. Unfortunate. I guess he got unlucky by me knowing the Scarf Heatmor was a set. Escavalier I'm pretty solid, not worth banning on. Snorlax, it's a bit different. Oh, this dude's got like 4 million speed. What? Why? Okay, well. Fortunately, I'm only regularly poisoned, so I do get to recover. Could also Scald again, but whatever. Just gonna Volt Switch here. I'm gonna go Whimsicott, I guess. But with Snorlax it's a little bit more complicated, because I think that it's a very interesting case wherein both of its sets, at least on paper, are broken. That was the most unnecessary Air Slash I have ever seen someone go for in their life. But I think Snorlax Curse is very scary on paper, and CB doesn't really have switch-ins on paper. But I still don't think that 1 day, 1.5 days are enough to call this Pokemon, like, definitely broken. Like, I really don't. I would like to see more time for this Pokemon that's here before making a judgment call. Because I do feel like Lax is at least adequately pressured by a lot of Pokemon. If you're running Curse, you still don't beat everything you'd like to, and you do have to make some like judgment calls in terms of the move that you choose to have. Actually just dodged there, that's fucking grateful. I'm grateful for that dodge. But you don't get to beat everything you'd like to. This dude just goes for another Fire Blast, okay. Are we just staying in forever? I can't tell. But I think Curse is pressured by enough, and the call between Darkest Lariat and Heat Crash further like makes counterplay to Lax a little bit more questionable. For the Lax player at least. Because if you're on Heat Crash, stuff like Escavalier has a better matchup versus you. Like Sword Dance variants in particular, you don't beat anymore. And if you forfeit Darkest Lariat, well, you're just walled forever by Jellicent. Which is a pretty, you know, sus line to have to deal with. I don't think you ever want that timeline. Of course, Iron Defense Kofa also beats you if you forego Darkest Lariat, which is just horrible. And when it comes to CB Lax, I just think we've seen the, like, timeline of, bulky setup Pokemon, or not setup Pokemon, but bulky wall breakers, slow ones in particular. This is a heavy-duty boots Snorlax. I just want everyone to understand that. Well, it appears that we've lost the game. Yeah. The Snorlax was put in the back forever, and he got just enough luck with like some of these to where my team was pressured a little bit more. I also got a couple reads wrong, like with him keeping Duraludon in, which is a little bit annoying. You ever get promoted again? No, you did not. What a shame. Why are we keeping Eternally as a global voice? Let's make him a global admin. I'm sure he'd love that. They can ban Croak for restricting team building. They can ban Lax easily. So like quite literally earlier today, I even said that I didn't vote to ban Croak for being restrictive to team building. I just felt that Croak was too good of a wall breaker in between Nasty Plot and Choice Fix sets. It was just like too hard to deal with. I don't think it was a matter of that it warped team building into forcing you to use these very specific teammates to not lose to Croak. I just felt that it was too good of a breaker slash like sweeper if you wanted to look at Nasty Plot sets. So this is the weird Metal Sound Duraludon semi-stall that I used last stream. So I'm very interested to see how this team matches up into it. It has ground resist Frostmoth, so I do think we're already at a pretty like nice game state just from the get-go. But yeah, I feel like Lax at least has to choose between the moves that it uses on curse sets enough to where I don't view those as like absurdly busted, and they are pressured well enough about what we have to prevent it from just setting up. He unfortunately does go immediately into the stupid Sableye. So if I go into Sneasel here, does that prevent him from going for Willow? I actually don't know. I do know that I can knock this immediately. Part of me wants to stay in. Like, I really badly want to stay in here. I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, that worked well enough for me. Get more chip on this. 40, that's a crit. And we're trying to call this Pokemon broken? Come on now. Crazy. We're trying to call a Escavalier broken and I, on a crit, did less than 50? Obviously, I'm not invested in attack anymore, so I'm beaming, but like, damn. That was rough. That was rough. So we get this in. He goes to the Frostmoth. Takes negligible amounts of damage because he is the God Moth. Yo, low key though, I wonder if like Throw is any good now just because of Storm Throw. I really do wonder, could we somehow see Throw get used a little bit? Yeah, this thing's a little annoying though. Low key, low key, low key. So, it's gonna be Taunt Wisp, obviously, is the last two moves. Which is the true annoying. I hate this Pokemon. Fortunately, fortunately for me, my opponent does not decide to go for the big brain play. Unfortunately for me, he is Wishport Gallade. I hate this set. So he's gonna go into the Sandslash here, as I'm gonna go into my Snorlax, and I'm going to say I want to KO something. Are we still sure that Snorlax is broken, by the way? Here's a counter. I'm gonna go for one. Make him think a little bit. It didn't make him think at all. Ah, not bad. I'm just too good. You know? I calculated that I would flinch on that turn. I just knew, you know? When you're a veteran player like me, you can see in your mind when you're about to get a flinch. And so it makes calculating the game state a lot easier. I was actually not at any sort of disadvantage. So for right here too, I know I'm gonna flinch, so I'm gonna go for Crash. I did not flinch, I mispredicted. Would Knock have KO'd? Maybe. I don't. There's no way Knockoff was KOing if Icicle Crash only did 83, right? Surely. We have gotten to a much better game state though than previously imagined. I'm going to go into this, and he has no way of like stopping me from doing what I want to do on these 2 turns. So I'm going to do exactly what I want to do on these 2 turns. I sure hope that you are okay with that. Goes into Wishy-Washy. You know, I want to see this. I know this is Spadef, and I know that he doesn't have Scald, so he can't burn me. Unless he changed his set, of course. Alright, so he did change his set. Yo, that thing got cooked. Goodbye, little fish. I sure hope you didn't have any dreams. Yo, me flinching the Sableye has 1000% made this game super easy. At least in comparison to how it was looking. I feel like there's a chance he just goes for Knockoff here, but I don't really care. So we just knock here. Yo, can we stop going for Earthquake? This is not a winning line. Fine, you want me to KO you so badly? Come on, man. How dare you? I don't know if me losing this actually like makes the game worse for me. Yeah, so the funny thing is that this Gallade doesn't beat anything. Why am I taunting? I already know what this set does. Because I know what he wants to do there. I'm gonna do this. Unfortunately, he's gone into the God Moth. Do I live a hit from you? Surely. I think I actually have lost. Ah, nah, we... Oh my lord, I even got frozen. Oh no. Check this game out. Yo, did Ghastly sweep? Let's watch this game. Let's watch the Ghastly God in action. Let's see what he did. Alright, first turn doesn't go too well for the boy. Now they go into the Sandslash. Alright. Alright, come on. Well, I need something. I need something to start happening. I want to see Ghastly get a KO. Alright, where's Ghastly on the field? Alright, that's one. Alright. Seeing a tough line there. Alright, there's another KO. Oh, Ghastly claimed 3. Not bad. Look at him. Look at the little guy go. Oh, nice title. Okay, so here's the problem, right? I changed the title, but when I tried to stream OBS, it decided it wanted to bug out super hard. Abusing new drops because I can. There we go. Thank you for reminding me that I need to change it. Yeah, I think it's very reasonable to view Curse Locks as broken. I just don't. Oh no. My main issue that I've had with the discourse so far has been that Snorlax is this overwhelming presence that quite literally doesn't have checks. At least that's what I've been seeing people seem to like push. And I just don't agree with that at all. As Cavalier, I've seen that pushed a little bit, but not as much. Alright, so Let's Be Kind has loaded up Stall. I see. Well, you know. Clearly this is a disciple of Finchinator, so... Can't be that hard to win, right? You know, unfortunately, we're just up against a team that has 40 checks to Snorlax, 40 checks to Scavalier, 40 checks to everything on my team. Yeah. I actually don't have a way to break this. My breaker can't beat his team. And, you know, I'm Boots Defungo Whimsicott, so, ooh, this is a little unfortunate. This is a kind of game where if I were CB plus CB, or even just, like, make this Choice Band a Scavalier and make this Curse Lax, I think this team would be a lot better in this game. So, you know. Unfortunately, let's see what this does. Well, he is let off with the Snorlax. That was a great game. I got Heat Crash turn 1. Yeah, some games you just gotta give it to the opponent. He played better than me. Ah, see, this is the kind of team that I want to see. This is the kind of team I want to see, where the normal resist is a Berserker. Ah, not bad. Low-key, though, I'm a little scared of this dude leading off with Sock. I don't care. I'm leading off with Snorlax anyway. Also, here's your Streamly reminder for those that have not subscribed. If you have not subscribed yet, I highly recommend that you do, because you might just miss me going in against teams like this. Look at that! Look at that powerful double edge. And this is item. Is this like Specs? I might have been a Specs Wishy-Washy. This dude didn't even go out to the Mudsdale afterwards. He just said, alright, you can have him. So we do get in versus the CC. Hopefully you're not, like, Assault Vest with Seed Bomb or something. That'd be annoying. Well, if he is, he hasn't shown it. I'm gonna go Whimsicott versus the Thwackey, I think. Damn, imagine being a bug in Steel type that can't beat a Grass type. That's crazy. As for knockoff, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna hard Berserker here, right? There's no way. But, like, please? Okay, he didn't. I'm going to Eska. He doesn't have a way to, like, actually, you know, break Eska on one turn. Also, yeah, in that last battle, I had absolutely no reason to not scout versus the, what's it called? Yeah, what is that Pokemon called? The Snorlax. I should have scouted for Heat Crash every day. Every time. I just didn't. I didn't respect him. So we got successfully set up a Swords Dance with my Escavalier. And because my opponent set up Grassy Terrain, that Earthquake did nothing. Unfortunately, my Iron Head also did nothing. Wow. Let's knock here. I just want to get rid of this thing's lefties. I don't really feel like dealing with a Mudsdale that I can't KO. And he gets a crit body press. That sucks a lot. Sucks a lot for me. I was about to say, wait, this thing doesn't have an item. I forgot that I knocked it off literally the turn before. Not bad. Goes into the B. Going to Eska, he does 13. That's probably just Specs not Specs, Boots damage. To get my Escavalier back in here so I can Iron Head something. Goes out to Berserker. Why do I feel like he's... I don't think you're going for, CC here, so I'm gonna stay in. Oh, Throat Chop still KOs. Ow. Owie. Gonna Toxic here. I don't think setting rocks really limits my... Oh, I miss. That... Oh, that sucks. Wow. That is a huge loss in momentum for me. Oh, and he's Swords Dance. Yeah, no, I think I've lost. Maybe not. Yeah, so I set rocks because I just don't respect this Pokemon whatsoever. I just don't. Yep, I still am not respecting this Pokemon whatsoever. This thing is garbage. This is a horrible Pokemon. Please stop using it. It is not viable. Oh, I just realized it doesn't even have priority anymore, so I can just knock. In case he switches into, like, Sock or Berserker for some reason. Yeah, so as I said, in case he switches into Sock or Berserker for some reason. We sack Whimsy there, I guess. I still feel like I lose this game, though, because I, what's it called? Underestimated that Berserker. I mean, hey, honestly, I just can't help but not respect horrible Pokemon. I'm also a little bit surprised that I KO'd that with Scald there for some reason. Probably need to put at least a little bit more respect on the name of Jellicent. So we do see this as Boots. He actually goes for webs, which are, you know, irrelevant versus on my team. You know, I guess it helps maybe outspeed No, there's no way that my Jellicent's faster than anything on your team. We're gonna Scald here, because he should probably predict me to just spam Recover forever. Oh. I guess he's Stun Spore. He should Stun Spore again here, so I'm gonna stay in. Okay, well, he did not do what I expected him to do. How much do I need this? I feel like I need it. At least a little bit. Yo, I actually took that hit like a champ! Yo, Snorlax does not care. Eating up this hit. Honestly though, the fact that this Thwackey did as much damage as it did with a Grassy Glide still is kind of insulting. So that is a Thwackey. Honestly, Banded Lax is kind of awful. The more that I feel like a bit... Throughout these games, this mon's felt so bad. It doesn't do anything, man. It just kind of sits around hoping to one day be of worth. And that day never comes. So, it is here that we will see me lose. Unfortunately. The truly big brain to play would be to go for Swords Dance here, as he hard switches to Berserker for no reason. Yeah, low-key though, this Snorlax set sucks. Or not even low-key, like high-key, this mon is bad. Oh. Boots Sneasel, by the way. Really strong Pokemon. Come on, man. If you can't ever find a chance to set up with it, it's really underwhelming though. And in my experience, you can't find many chances to set up with it. This game's not over. If he stays in here and goes for knock, and I get the burn, there is a chance. That sack does not do anything. It just means that I should have used Recover. But like, again, we must fish for a burn. Maybe we can win if we burn? I don't know. Depends on what his set is. If he's Scarf, then maybe. I feel like you're probably like banded. That's Scarf. Hey, look at that. Now we have a chance of winning, right? We have an out? Outspot. Oh, we have gotten an out, baby. Look at that. Jellicent coming in clutch. Sock demonstrating why it is not a viable fighting type. Yeah, the low-key I really don't like Banded Snorlax. It's felt very underwhelming. Lucky. Shut up, Slaney. How dare you. So what kind of changes would I make to this team so far? I would 1000% make this just like Curse Locks, and like make Escavalier more offensive. I think that would be a good start. What if I made this Choice Bandit Escavalier? And I made this just, again, Curse Lax. Pretty much just like flip their roles, make this the Breaker and make this the Sweeper. CB Laxinator, how about CB Escavalator? There we go. That's Escavalator. There we go. Let's experiment with Curse Lax some. Curse, Body... I'm gonna go Darkest Lariat. I think that's probably the more consistent option. So... in terms of EVs, I've been seeing people say, like, to do this. People seem to want, like, that extra physical bulk, I guess because this thing's HP is already so massive. And honestly, in NU, I do think the power level is at least at a point to where you can justify more physical bulk, so I'll try this. And we're gonna make this Choice Banded. And I'm gonna look to, like, Mega Horn someone. And that's... those are the moves! Now, in terms of, like, speed, I guess we could go even more speed now. And yeah, probably put the rest of the bulk into special defense, just so I can take on a, like, Rabombi Moonblast a little bit more effectively. Now, obviously, with this spread, you don't take special hits as well. So something like a Rabombi is going to hurt a little bit more, but from what I've seen in the calcs, Rabombi ain't hurting that much more. I mean, you do make a very good point, Slaney. If I just used OU Pokemon, I think I'd be winning a lot more of my NU games. Unfortunately, Smogon won't let me, and I don't know why. Anyhow, guys, how's y'all day been? Hope y'all been enjoying life today. Me? I ain't done shit really today. I slept for like 16 hours last night, man. I had gotten 4 hours of sleep combined for like the past 2 days prior. And my body decided today was catch-up day. Now we play the waiting game. Can we get a game? How much elo have I tanked on stream? We did not even get to see. Ooh, good amount, good amount! Alright, so now we're facing more Frostmoth. However, this time we got the Goon on deck. You may think you know my team, sir, but you actually do not. Also, no. I actually think Persian Alola might not be too bad against Lax, though. As if you're taunt and you don't let it go Nap Nap, you could even just go Taunt Toxic if you wanted. I think you'd just beat it every time. Persian Alola is definitely a lot worse right now, but I do think this guy's team at least accommodates for it. They've got Frostmoth, which is at least bulky and can take Boom Blasts. Quill resists. I don't think it's a bad approach. Now, fortunately for me, I have foreseen his lead, and I'm going for Moonblast, and you cannot stop me from doing this. Yo, though, random, like, side story, my favorite, like, game line from Sun, Moon, and You was this same one, except make this a Sneasel. For some reason, people would constantly leave their Sneasels in versus Whimsicott. I don't know why. But they really wanted to predict the U-turn every time, and I wouldn't let them. Also, keep this in mind. Every little hit versus this... Oh, why does the U-turn... the uninvested U-turn doing almost as much as the fucking Moonblast? That's really sad. Yeah, every... Crit. Every little bit of chip versus this is helpful. Every time I'm able to get a hit off, I'm happy. I'm just gonna Body Slam. I want to make the Whimsicott play here, but I'm not confident that he's not gonna, like, fuck me over if I do. It wasn't a Quill. This team doesn't do well in a Quill, does it? Huh. What if I stay in here? Yeah. Yeah. Can I get a Greedy Curse off? I can. Not bad. You might taunt me here. Yep, there's the taunt there. You're not Destiny Bond. You're not. You're just not. Ah. Yo, do I just defog immediately? That's a horrible play. I really wanted to defog immediately. If I'm being honest, I really thought about it. I didn't think that was the line they'd make. I'm defogging here, I don't care. Ooh, hey, thanks, brud. I should 1000% U-turn here. So I'm gonna U-turn here. Ooh, dodge the metal sound there's really good for me. Bonk. I don't know why you went for it twice. Yo, why is this such a threat though? I'm gonna go Mudsdale. He burned me. Come on, man. Alright, well, we get that off. Why do you care about Rockspeed? Nothing cares about them on your team, man. Come on. Hey, let me get these up though. Hey, let me keep these up real quick. Hey, let me keep these up though real quick. I'm assuming the Scalade is... No. No! Why are you still him? No! Smacked down, though, like the degenerate you are. Knock you back to the ground. Alright, I'll go into Sneasel. Fine. You got me. He is, lefties on this. Okay, cool, cool. Do I just knock here? Yeah. I don't know why he Toxic there. I don't view that as a very useful line for him to take, you know? Mudsdale saying, fuck your Persian, I don't care, just living. Not bad, Muds, not bad. Good boy, good horse. So he's still the useless Scalade that can't actually ever win. That's good for me. He goes into the Godmoth here. I don't think this really matters. We get in the Ding Dong here, Escavalier. Ah, yes. I claim another. I feel like that's the only dude I've even beaten the entire stream, though. That doesn't even make sense, and you know it, Slaney. No. You think you're funny, huh? You're not. You're not funny, bro. Stop. See, look at this. Changing the sets in the first game, and we already are having better results. Feels good. Honestly, feels really good. Just making the Escavalier, you know, the breaker. Making the Snorlax the stupid fat thing. What do you mean, where's the heat? I made it a CB Escavalier instead! That's so much more fun. Keep in mind, I don't have to use a Nishmon for the team to be like, heat. Just gotta use fun sets, and I think clicking buttons brainlessly with a Escavalier is more fun. And it's even more fun than doing it with Snorlax, because these stabbed moves are not, you know, blanked by any random switch in. Snorlax, unfortunately, doesn't really want to lock into any of its moves. You know, it's not like a Escavalier where you can constantly click knockoff at the very least. You know, that'll... Technically, it's not always gonna get you ground, but it's a lot harder to not get ground as a result of knockoff. And generally, a team's knock switching isn't, like, gonna want to keep switching into a strong wall breaker. And again, Snorlax, what move of its do you really want to lock into? Double Edge? You want a Ghost type to switch it? Okay. You want to go for Earthquake? Something that, you know, is resisted or just completely immune by several things and doesn't make much ground against a lot of the blanket physical walls? Interesting. Heat Crash? I'm not clicking that repeatedly. Darkest Lariat? The weakest move on its set? Yep. Not clicking that repeatedly. Like, it's just so hard for me to justify CB Snorlax as a particularly great set when none of its moves are worth locking into, and it doesn't have that one super spammable, never gonna really have a great drawback move. At least the Escavalier is knockoff. And, you know, still 2 pretty strong stab moves to go for repeatedly. Like, Snorlax CB Double Edge is still something that you're gonna probably make good ground with regardless, assuming you aren't getting, what's it called? A Ghost type switching into you, because The blanket physical walls that are hurting right now are like, what, Mudsdale and Weezing? Those don't want to switch into double edge very frequently. I mean, hell, Snorlax did over 50 to a Mudsdale. You think I won't do that to a Weezing too? Nah. Yeah, those are some EVs. I don't ever find games when I'm playing Slaney. You need to, like, remember this. Is he still streaming? Gotta catch that. Of course I'm still streaming. No, honestly, it's like the first stream in a while that by, like, the 30-minute mark, my throat wasn't dying from speaking too much. So that's been pretty helpful. Oh my lord. See, what I liked about laddering on PO is you could change the range of opponents you'd get. Like their elo or ranking or whatever they called the ladder points you had. I think they just called it rating, but you could change the rating you'd search for from yours. So you could like set it like having your rating plus a differential and minus a differential of like 1,000, so you could find whoever the hell was on the ladder. On PS, I think it starts out probably with a certain range from your elo, and it slowly maybe goes out. But as we're seeing here, it is taking me quite some time to get a game. Of course I built my team already. And we have run into some cracked up version of hyper offense. Fortunately for me, this team does not have a check to a Scavalier. Nor really a way to break Curselax. Like nothing, I mean, well, he's got the Kingler. I don't want to discredit Kingler. I feel like even if I have a curse up, this mon will do 1,000,000 with liquidation. Oh, hello. Hi. Have fun. So these teams really like to lead with the Duraludons. So knowing that I'm probably going to get a Duraludon lead on the opposing team, I'll lead off with this guy. I guess that works. This is a pre-recorded stream, of course. Imagine subscribing to Aluz. Cringe. So, I'm going to go for the line where my opponent sets up Stealth Rock turn 1 instead of attacking my Whimsicott. Don't hurt this little guy. Why would you want to hurt him? Switch out to your Ninetales like you always want to. Come on. It's such a safe... You have two just immaculate switch-ins to my poor little Whimsicott. Go into one of them. That works too. Honestly, I think I like that line more. Now I don't have to worry about rocks. Now we know that he's about to go into the Vanillix here. I'm gonna go into Sneasel. I like it here. It's probably a Dragon Valley, I would imagine. Right? Actually, no. I think this is a Ghost Valley, looking at his team. Because otherwise, you run into a Gallade, and it is clicking close combat repeatedly. And so we're going for a knock here. Always, we want to make sure that this thing doesn't get to support its team for as long as it otherwise could. So this makes his team so much easier to deal with. Do I just knock again? I feel like I have to, right? Because if I can also just get rid of this, that's good. If he is... Oh, he's actually Dragon Valley on this build. Huh. I did not expect that at all. So, this guy really is just fine with losing to Gallade then. Interesting, interesting. I mean, you do have Kingler, which takes a hit. And this probably takes, like, a hit. It's just you're sacking something every time the Gallade's in. Yo, do I just want to stay in here and knock? Or not knock, but Icicle Crash. Unfortunately, he's got this demon. The demon of Death Valley himself, Kingler. Keep in mind, he's wasting all of his Veil turns. I can also just stay in here and, like, knock, right? I don't really care. Oh, he's Agility? Ooh, that's not fun. Wonder if he's Double Dance, or if he's just Agility 3 attacks. Oh, he is very Double Dance. Oh, you are very much a Double Dancer. Alright, so let's see how well I take this. Oh, immaculately. I mean, I'll go for Recover. I won't get one off, but I'll still go for it, you know? Obviously, this being gone opens up his Sandslash a lot. Why are you sad, friend? pretty sure this does not matter at all. I did lose, though, if I didn't get the burn here. So who do I want to go into here? If I go into this, I can knock the Vanillix if it comes in. And then he goes into this, sets up, and I lose, right? No, well, the Escavalier takes a hit. I go Mudsdale. I'll live the hit. I don't like how the lines play out with Muds out. Let's see what I can do with Snorlax. I don't think this is the right line. I think Sneasel was a better one. As I knock, if this comes in, I knock and maybe KO. I'm already regretting this line. Do I pussy out of this line and then go... I could have, like, Swords Danced with Sneasel versus this. You know what? No. This shouldn't be allowed to do that much. Like, it should be illegal for this Pokemon to have just done that much. I'm a Body Slam, because if he Swords Dances again, as I Curse again, that's really bad. So we're gonna go for the rest, I think. Is he's gonna go Vanillix here? Yeah, I think this was a bad line for me. Oof, I don't like this line where I'm looking at it. I don't know what's going on in chat there. Something too demonic for me. So... Are you gonna taunt? Bet you won't. He did. If I Body Slammed there, he just lost, by the way. Just letting everyone know that. I think we knock here. Because if he does go into the Sand Slash, I do want to knock its item off, so that it does not just, you know, immediately become the end-all be-all of my team. Again, I think I should have gone Sneasel versus the Kingler so this line wouldn't be as much of an issue. And he does give me the item immediately. Good, good. Good, 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 good. Line looking okay. He only has 2 turns of Hail left anyway, so it's not like the worst thing ever. The main issue is that I don't outspeed you. Alright, you do not OHKO me. You don't. Oh, I did do a lot of damage. Interesting. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Ow. With Lax this low, I might be, murdered by Ninetales, though. Maybe not. We are not out of this yet, boys, despite my horrible misplay. I also have just not sent this Mudsdale out, despite it being pretty dead weight, I would say, at this point. I'll see what it does. Yeah, I really don't know what they're talking about in chat right now, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so I meant to cancel that move because I knew it was gonna go for Flame Charge, and I instantly thought better of my decision to, like, stay in. Like, instantly thought better of that move. We can go for Earthquake here and bring this in range of Ice Shard. Yeah, I knew he was going to go for the Flame Charge, and I at least could have preserved Escavalier, and obviously didn't get Mudsdale in with more health. Which would have been better. I think I probably took KO this with Earthquake, and at the very least I put him in range of the Ice Shard from Sneasel. Let's see something. Sneasel, unfortunately we still have not gotten an update to the calc to accommodate for the new sets that have been added for a few days. Interesting, interesting. Ice Shard does 33 min. I guess he thought he needed a burn to win. I don't think that was the line he wanted to look for, though. GG. Nope. FF. GG. I don't know what he means by nope. FF. Now the time you use my teams? I don't know. Is it? Is it though? Do I owe you the hippo? Huh, interesting. Paste it in chat and I guess I can load it up. Alright, let's see what this is. So you can't paste me a team that doesn't even have a hippo at the top of it, you know? So now I have to hunt for the hippo team somewhere in this hellscape. You're making me go all the way to the bottom just to find a team with a fucking hippopotas? That's crazy. That is where is it? Oh, here we go. It just took me 12 years of my life to find. Oh, there is a Duosian on this team? Huh. Alright, let's see. Inyo. Well, surely this can't go that poorly, right? Why would I not use dark mode, honestly? It's just so much easier to stare at than light mode. Especially given that the last thing I want to be looking at, if it's like 2 AM and I'm still on PS, is this just ugly, bright, sunny screen. Like, I do not like how light mode looks at all. That was a cursed picture that I was just forced to witness. Oof. Yo, why is the ladder actually just dead right now, though? I don't understand. Why can't I get games, please? I just want one game with the sand team, that's it. The ladder can't even, like, grace me with this. Are there people on the ladder? Ah, I see. Let's watch this game. We gotta watch something, don't we? Who's up in here? Never mind. I can dip immediately now. I am up against Panurakata. Damn. I don't know what damn means, but okay. Fortunately, they have a Snorlax. What is this thing set? Oh, it's the Snorlax counter, I think. I don't think me being good matters too much when my team queued up as sand. Maybe I'm missing something here. I love my stab move on Statland being facade. Yes. This is optimal. What are these? Oh no, these movesets harm me. I already missed. Alright, well, we hit that one. Better to hit one of them than to miss all of them, you know? Ooh! I'm going for another. let's just chunk the team a little bit, you know? I don't like that this thing's back in. How much does Psybeam do? Oh, look at that chip! Yo! 41! Ah, optimal. Optimal damage, optimal damage. The Psybeaminator coming through. Yeah, he's gonna Pain Split here, isn't he? Oh, he didn't. Not bad. Yeah, watch this though, right? Or do I even do anything here? He's gonna Leech. So because we know he's gonna Leech, we're gonna go to the Duosian, and now we're gonna go into the Stoutland. We gotta, you know, switch around a little bit. Keep him on his toes. He goes into this. Don't worry, I have my boost on facade. I did 21. I did 21, guys. It's okay. He gave me it on the second one. That's all that matters. He goes into the Pylo. He's gonna set rocks here. So we're just gonna go for a nice Soif. Nice little Soif, you know. Take him out. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Snorlax will take like -3 from my Spec Surf, because this is a Basculin after all. God lord, this mon is so weak, man. I'm really about to do no damage to this thing. Okay, to go to Persian Alola here. That's a little bit better for me. No! My Smooth Rock. Can I get up rocks here, though? Also, I 1000% wish I was Whirlwind just for this. At least he's not, what's it called? Yeah, at least it's not that. Boots. Yes, that's the item. Boots. Okay, but why would you taunt then? So we got a few turns to break here. It wasn't a Pylo, unfortunately. What is nice is that this Persian is this Persian can't beat Duosion, you know. Like, it don't beat me. It does not matter if I do not have a move to hit you with. Oh, he crit me immediately with Darkest Lariat. That's not very cash of you. This crit sucks just because it meant I had to get no damage at all off. That's also just really depressing. This is immunity, I just realized. This doesn't even have thick fat. How much does Hydro do to this? Please leave this in. I need to study this for research purposes. I need to see this calc. Please leave this in. I don't want to. Oh my lord, you're such a pussy. You are a pussy. I also miss, which is just kind of unfortunate. But does it really matter? Does it really matter? No. Is this winnable? No. No, it's not. It is not. But it's okay. Because we have the power. Alright, well, we didn't do much damage there. Hippo, I'm gonna need this little earthquake to to do damage here. Ah, not bad. Little Hippopotas claiming a KO at the end. Ah, yes. So as we've seen here, Snorlax is very clearly not a problematic Pokemon. It just lost to a little Hippopotas. I don't know how you could vote ban on that. And I also don't know why he never went for Curse. I guess he didn't have it? That's my best guess. Rabia, do you want to beat me with my own team? Is that a challenge? Surely it is, right? Must be a challenge. I mean, I'll bring this awful sand team, sure. Unfortunately, my opponent does have a Snorlax, and we have seen how Snorlax versus this team plays out. The only fortunate thing is that this Snorlax might run into Sandslash this game instead of me just like death foddering it off. I'm gonna lead off with little Hippo. Unfortunately, they have set up Trick Room. The room has been set. Honestly, right there I predicted Misty Explosion, if I'm being honest. No, he does have Psychic. No. Oh no. Alright, don't worry. It's okay. Oh, for some reason he stayed in there. That's weird. Why do we keep staying in? What's the point? It hasn't revealed all 4. Is this Misty? Honestly, don't know. Oh, I actually fainted in 1 hit. I don't know why. Oh, it didn't faint in 1 hit. It died to the extra effects. I still did some good chip though. Little Sand Slash. Unfortunately, he's gone into this, and I'm pretty sure this is not what we would call good. I don't think this is the position we want to be in, you know? Goodbye, Duosion. You got crit. You poor thing. I guarantee you this gets murked. Absolutely removed. Actually, tanks, easy. Alright, well, let's sack this. Didn't even have to sack. Ah, Tactical Basculin. Tactical Basculin. Unfortunately, Basculin, being an unviable Pokemon, cannot hit the Jellicent. Unfortunately for my opponent, I do have... Why has everything got Trick Room on this team, man? Why? It's so unnecessary. Alright. Let's see, what'll he go for? He goes for Megahorn again. Well, as we've seen, we can hope for a miss. Yeah, you say only 3 Trick Room, like I believe you. Alright, Hippo, I'm gonna need you to, like, live this. You did not live this. Sandslash, I'm gonna need you to dodge this. Sandslash dodges, I win. It didn't dodge. Oh, that was a shame. Wow, well, it would appear if we queue up Sand, an archetype that does rely on speed, into Trick Room, an archetype that reverses speed, we do lose. I am very, very surprised, you know? I am shocked. I'm saving that battle. You do you, my guy. Damn. Who could have seen that one coming? Sand team loses to Trick Room. That's crazy. I think this is going to be it for this stream. Ban Escav. I don't think that's the game that we go ban Escav at, but okay. Yeah, I think this is a good part to end it at. Overall, takes from using this Snorlax set in this stream. CB Snorlax, awful. It could have just been a bad, like, what's it called? Bad flow of games, a bad series of games, I mean. But wow, that set felt terrible. It didn't really seem to get much ever. Could be because I needed more pivots on the team to get it in, and just wasn't playing proactively enough with it. I'll give those as like possible reasons that it felt so bad. But even on paper, I don't really like using any of Snorlax's moves repeatedly. Maybe I just got bad matchups repeatedly as well. I don't know. I don't really remember the games that I played an hour ago, to be frank. Escavalier felt fine with both sets. CB felt really funny. I only really used it for like, what, 1 game where it really did much of anything, but still pretty bulky. And gets to just smack everything that it sees in the head. Obviously, if you did watch this point of the stream, or were just watching at this point in the stream, and for some reason you aren't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, but just press the button. I'm not even giving you a choice, go and do it now. It's not up to you, it's up to me. Nah, but seriously, thank you guys for coming out. I'll see you guys next time, peace.